Only the Best by Carlos Ramos. Go the other way for you real quick.
Here, and then I'll touch up some final pieces. And this is just basic. So I style every guy. I never let a guy, like, you guys would never cut a girl's long hair, cut layers, and let her walk out with sopping wet hair. Never. But guys will let them do that all the time. They'll be like, oh no, it's cool, I'm going to go home and shower anyways. No, you have to style it. You have to show them. Because they will never ask you for a specific thing because they don't know. So it's just breaking that stigma and teaching them. I always tell every guy, like, yo, dude, I'm about to show you something your hair's never done before, something you haven't seen with your hair before. And they'll be like, sure, bro, go for it. And every time they're just like, oh, and it's the same principles as blow drying women's hair. So a little bit of root lifter and a little bit of thicken up. Paul Mitchell, like, even when I was in school, I would go to Cosmo Prof every day on my break, and then I'd come back and everybody would make fun of me and be like, why are you using all the expensive products on your clients? You should save them for yourself. And I was like, no, because your clients are looking. Even though you don't think, your clients are looking what you're spraying into their hair. Even if you, like, pulled it out of your drawer and sprayed it in your hands, like, they tried to look what you put in your hands. So I told her, I'm like, just use expensive stuff. Everybody knows brands. So everything's heat and tension now. I love these little round brushes. So concentrators are super important. You guys know when blow drying. You guys know when you guys blow dry women's hair. Roots. You just want to get first half inch. I don't care how the ends dry up. I want to get everything right there and bone dry. Everything's heat and tension. So I tell guys, there's two things I do. Soft tension, and then I reverse it for hard tension. And I'll comb it back, it'll still part where it wants to. If their hair's softening, almost like a dog would shake it out, you guys know how to rough dry a girl's hair. You know, if you bring her back to your chair, just rough dry it. Same thing with guys. Rough dry 50% of the moisture out. I love this 413 brush also. Just to get them down a little bit. Every direction. Look, I hook it in, so it's locked, so I have tension. I'm not ripping his hair out, but what would happen if I just did this? It would just poof out everywhere. You know, so because I lock it in, it expands the hair and it keeps it polished. Straight up. This is still soft tension right there. I want hard. Always moving them. If I just hold it in one spot, it's just going to burn his forehead right there. And guys aren't used to this in the beginning. Guys in the beginning, when you tell them blow dryer, they're like, well, like I told you, I'm Mexican and Cuban, and for like 20 years of my life growing up, I thought I had to blow dry my hair because if I went outside with wet hair, I'd get sick. Swear to God, I thought that was factual, and that's total BS. Like, you do not get sick if you go outside with wet hair. A hair dryer is not meant to dry your hair, it's meant to shape your hair. And that's what I teach guys. Every direction. Wrap it. We're flat wrapping. Hair's fabric. You would never iron a shirt with a fold on it. You would stretch it out. Then, so his head is the ironing board. So I want to wrap the hair. This is also fabric, and it works just the same way as cotton or clothes. So flatten it out. Go all the way through. Don't put any wrinkles in it. Then when you grip through it, then you can put the tension. Or wrap it around his head. His head is the ironing board. And bone dry. if you touch his hair when I'm done and it feels hot or cold, there's still temperature inside of it. Temperature can only stay inside of moisture. That's a science fact. It's just, you guys know when you're drying your clothes, you pull it out of the dryer, it still feels cold or hot, it's still wet. So you put it back in the dryer until you don't feel any temperature. Same way hair works. And I'm always moving them together, like I said. If not, I'll just burn his head. Any questions? Go. See it, and sometimes, like, even right now, he has a little bit of layrect in his hair, so it's a little pulling back, but he already knows my statue head. Like, I just say, he's already all good at it. But again, like, most of your clients right now, when you start doing that, they're gonna go, like, every time, exactly. He knew. He didn't even have to see me, he knew. I want to build the silhouette. I want the shadow of his head to look dope from every angle. I don't want any dents. Throw it out. You can always bring it back down with product, but you can't create a symmetrical shape without the blow dryer. Even the world's best haircut isn't the best hairstyle. So teach men how to style their hair. The thing is, no guy's ever gonna ask you to blow dry their hair. No guy's gonna be like, can you like blow dry it really good? So you have to be the one that kind of suggests it just to show them. Because once you show somebody do their, especially guys, like guys think they have one look. Like since we're like 7 years old, like our mom and dads were like, put gel in your hair. That's all you got. And then we're like, all right, we just all wear gel. Like this is what our hair looks like. We know nothing how to shape it. We don't even know there's other options. So you can push guys so easy. And the second you build trust, teach your clients everything. Every single thing you do. And I remember this chick when I used to work at Robert Cromian's asked them, if we teach them everything, then they're just going to go find somebody else that can just do it, and then they won't come back to us. And he's like, no. And he got like so stressed. He was like, you don't understand, you're building trust. When you're the first person that's ever taught somebody, like, yo, look what your hair can do if you do this. And again, you don't have to blow their minds, but if you just show them their hair do something different they haven't seen before, it's gonna like trip them out so hard. Like, you guys know the first time somebody did something different with your hair. Everybody remembers that first time where we all hated our hair. I went from thinking I had the worst hair in the world to thinking I had the best hair in the world. Because one dude when I was like 20 years old styled me out with a flat iron and blow dried it and made it look all rock and roll and PC. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I had like terrible hair. And I was like, all I needed was heat and tension. What does a flat iron do? The same thing as a blow dryer, heat and tension. But a flat iron will cook the wet hair, so. But it's the same principles, heat and tension, just like an iron. So even right now without product, I can just rake his hair and mess this up now. Even after all that blow drying work I did. Like I could be like, oh, we put on a beanie and a motorcycle, and you'd be like, don't ruin that, you did all that work. But because I blow dried it perfectly, like, I mean, I could do it with my hands and just technically bring it back, but because there's a bit of gunk, I'll just use the brush. But look how quick it goes right back with no product to exactly what I just had it with. And that's without products still. That's why I wanted to show you guys that. So I tell everybody, you guys know if you guys will get a blowout, you guys will go days without washing it. I give my guys shower caps and I go, don't wet this tomorrow. Even if you did front flips in a bouncy house tonight, your hair's still going to be like perfect tomorrow. Just don't wet your roots. Or any dude with curly hair. Like my brother's got like little curl ringlets, kind of like that Mars Volta band, like the little fro. And it's just like, I can smooth his hair out like Justin Timberlake, perfect, straight. Like from that curl to that smooth. And I'm like, just with the blow dryer. You guys know that, how it works on women's hair. Heat and tension at the roots still works the same way as men's. You just don't use a giant round brush, use these little ones. And then you can just grip small sections. You don't have to take a whole section and you know. But again, just put the blow dryer, the same thing, works the exact same way. Alright, now give you each wet. Alright, get on time. So now I'll rake it through. I already got the hold, you guys saw that. I only mat down like the sides really. And then everything else I kind of just rake. I just want the hairs on the inside to piece together. And again,
Only the Best by Carlos Ramos. Go the other way for you real quick.